a couple of questions. Alonzo's got a long history in the TL. Alonzo, how long have you lived and been a part of the Tenderloin?
20 years, since 1993.
And how did you come to the Tenderloin?
From an addiction. I was getting high one night and was tired of getting high. And didn't have nowhere to go, so I ended up on a TL. And I ain't never touched a pipe since then. That's like I got to the TL. Because I wanted to go to my mom's house, I couldn't get a ride. So the next morning I called my social worker for GA, told her I was homeless. And she got me a place to stay. I stayed down here for about 10 years. Met my daughter's mom. We've been together 20 years. And I've seen a lot of different things. I've seen it bad and I've seen it get better.
After 20 years in the TL, what have you noticed as the greatest need down there?
Mental health, elderly help. That's the number one problem down here. It's a lot of resources, but mental health, no resources at all. You know, they need a lot of compassion down here too. I found that out today.
So you see that there are a lot of services, a lot of resources for food.
Yeah, they got probably every 3 blocks you can find a meal. There's a lot of resources for like eating, dressing, and bathing. Even SR hotels, if the people take advantage of it. But elderly don't have that much help, and the mentally ill don't have that much help. You know, 'cause some people, families just put them down here and leave them down here with no one to care for them. But then you got people like Liz come to Bodeca Park every Thursday and give people hope, like me. Because I believe without Liz, ministry at Bodeca Park, ain't no telling how I'll be. And then I'm one of the strong ones, so I know it's people that really need that ministry and the affection that Liz showed down here, and things like that. Yeah, but mental health is the number one, because there's a lot of resources down here. People take advantage of them.
So you mentioned Bodeca Park and Liz. Would you? I mean, I know that you met Candace in that place. Would you tell us how you met Candace?
Well, for years I was having problems with my shoulder, and this goes all the way back to Liz too, because I met Pastor Barney in there, and we was in there talking about the Bible one day, and I was told Pastor Barney about my shoulder, and he said he had a friend that was in the church. Well, he didn't even say her name, but he said she's not going to come down today, but when he get in touch with her, he'll tell her and try to set me up an appointment to see her. And by a blessing from God, I just happened to look up and see a lady coming in the park. And I say, Pastor Barney, would that happen to be her? And he said, yes, that's her. So basically, it was like a blessing right there. And we sat there and talked, and I had an appointment with her, and ever since then, it's just been like, we pray together, we learn things from each other, she gives me strength, you know, and that's the kind of blessings that you can get at Bodeca though, and I needed that at that time. You know, I didn't know that all of this was gonna come with her just knowing about my shoulder. But after meeting her, I started going to church because she invited me to church. I've always wanted to go to church, but I was always being pushed away. Always, man, because of negative thoughts about certain churches. Candace invited me to church, and I've been loving it ever since. I've been loving it. That's why I'm here tonight.
It really was the beginning of a blessed friendship.
Yes, it was, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. And my shoulder much better.
for those of you that don't know her.
Candace is an angel. At least mine.
Candace has written something that kind of shares her journey in